What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Slab Stock Sundays episode here on the Slab Stocks YouTube channels. We dive into PWCC Weekly Auction number 117 tonight with our partner PWCC going at it for another auction. We already got SCP-7 in the house. We got Julian in the house rocking the Bulls hat. I got my Buckshire on, as today was indeed
both rocking the losers.
Both rocking the losers. They're calling it Scenario Sunday is what I heard them call it today in the NBA. Honestly, like, to end the season in the MLB, everyone plays at the exact same time and it's like a big deal. I don't ever remember the end of the NBA season, like regular season, being this big of a deal, because I don't think the standings have been this close in like forever. Normally you got like 2 to 3 teams at the top. They're just far and away, like way above everyone else. This year, like 2 to 6 is so close in all the different the 2 different conferences. So quite an electric day. Bucks took a fat L. I really hope that Giannis is going to be healthy for the playoffs, even if it's like halfway through the first series. Because man, if Dame is not like dropping a 40 piece, we're for sure packing bags early if Giannis isn't playing. So it's going to be a tough postseason over here. Julian stuck in the limbo of having old players that aren't going to make you a top team in the East and having no clear future. So congrats to you.
I have hopefully I have a little bit of hope, but with our owners and whatnot, that hope always gets squashed pretty quickly. Yeah, we have a bunch of very talented players. I can't stand Vucevic. Like Drummond, like, is a beast. We have a bunch of like studs that are younger. I'd keep Alex Caruso, but like I don't know if it's Billy Donovan that's making these like terrible decisions or just from the top they're deciding with that. But
let me tell you this. The Bulls have not made a trade since 2021 when it was like 2 second-round picks for like some random dude.
Who's
I think it's like Julian Phillips. Like you traded like 2 second-round picks to like or something like that. There's some
we drafted like, Julian Phillips.
Here, I know, but I'm just saying like any type of trade. Yeah, 2 second-rounders to take. Oh no, I see. Never mind.
Traded Lauri Markkanen.
So sorry, yeah. I meant that the trade to draft Julian Phillips was the first trade since 2021 for you guys, and that's not even like trading for like. I mean, I just even play.
Yeah, it's not great. I mean, I remember when we did all those moves and got Vucevic, and we had that off season where we signed Lonzo and Alex Caruso, and I'm like, this is the new team. We're actually going to be making moves going forward, and then nada since then.
I think the problem is that team could have been okay, but went through some injuries, and Lonzo specifically, and his career seems to be done. But in other news, OKC Thunder went from a team that didn't even make the actual playoffs last year to now being the number 1 overall seed in the Western Conference. And I saw are the youngest number 1 seed of all time. Their average age is 23.5 years old. I think that the 07 Suns or something were like 25.5. That is absolutely unbelievable for them to get the number 1 seed in the West. And Chet Holmgren is a big reason because of that. I saw the stat today. I think I shared it with you, maybe Julian or not, but he started all 82 games this season. All 82 games. He was like one of 7 players to do that. But he is a big man coming off of a season-ending foot injury the year before that. That's unbelievable. That is crazy. So big props to Chet. He's like 21, 22 years old, helped him get the 1 seed and start every single game this year. A big PSA 10 variation stub, rookie auto number out of 7, is at $2,500 right now. Julian, thoughts on the end of the regular season in general, more than just the Bulls?
I mean, I just reiterate what you said for how exciting it was at the end. This is probably the first time ever I looked up like what playoff implications are there going on today, and like which games and when do I need to watch it. And I'm tuning into a couple of the games, but yeah, it's going to be shape up to be really fun. I mean, the West it's so close. There's so many good teams, so I think the playoffs are going to be a lot of fun. Might see some upsets, like the Bucks might get cooked, but
you never know.
Yeah, I'll be watching for sure. There's been some NBA playoffs where I've been like way back when. Well, it's not really that far back, but like the Warriors, I'm like, okay, and I know they're gonna go all the way and win it, so I'm not totally tuned in. But this season, I think it's the championship's up for grabs. I think there's a lot of great teams and young teams like the Thunder who are gonna have some of their first playoff experience in a fat minute. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and like the Celtics had by far and away the best record in the NBA this year, but they also were very susceptible to blowing leads, to not being good in clutch time. And I'm speaking from a perspective of a Bucks fan who went through a season of turmoil, to put it, gently, and still ended up in the 3 seed. And let it be known, the year we won the finals, we were in the 3 seed. So really need Giannis to get healthy to even have a chance at that. So I'm not even saying we have a chance. We need Giannis to get back. But it will be a very fun playoffs. And I feel for all the T-Wolves fans that might be watching right now. A bunch of my high school friends were watching today's game. T-Wolves got blown up by the Suns, and the Nuggets and Thunder both won, which means that the T-Wolves ended up in the 3 seed after their second best season of all time. They end up in the 3 seed, having to play the Suns in the first round, and the Suns have been like beating the Wolves like every game for the last like 10 games. And they're 7 over the last 10 games they've won. Seems to be kind of meshing at the right time for that Suns team finally, as Bradley Beal went off for like 35 plus points tonight. So I really feel for those Wolves. It's going to be a tough series. Anyone in the Western Conference to be a fan of a team at the top, I mean, a lot of those teams are really good. Or if you're the Knicks, I know Jim Baker's a Knicks fan, like you play the Sixers or Heat in round 1. Like how many times does that happen? That's kind of crazy. So
yeah, you never want the Heat in the playoffs. They're just
yeah,
Jimmy Buckets turns it up.
the
As
only
you
time
can speak to, Aaron, can't you?
I can, yeah. Last year we got cooked in round 1. After Giannis got hurt, it was game over. Even with him coming back, it just was too little, too late. And luckily we beat the Heat on our road to the finals. So a little bit of avenging there. But yeah, no, you do not want to face the Heat in the playoffs. Even the Sixers, if Embiid can stop flopping and be healthy, that's a tough matchup as well. So it's gonna be a very exciting NBA playoffs. A lot of really good NBA cards ending tonight. We'll talk about throughout the show. But to start the show, we are going to focus on some really rare cards, some one of ones, and talk about some of the big ones ending tonight, because there's some really huge one of ones ending tonight. One of them in particular that we'll talk about for a bit. But what do you think about? They actually have done this in baseball. In Bowman Chrome, Julian, back in 2015, they had a Twitter parallel. Did you ever know that? So it was actually called like social media parallel or whatever. It was like a light blue, and it was numbered out of 3. And there's no like Twitter logos on it. It was just like the color blue, light blue, and players signed their handle on it underneath their name. I think they did it in 2015 only. But it's kind of, it was really interesting. But as you can see with Encased Basketball, Shea had an inscription here with his at Shea, I presume his Instagram handle. But crazy price for that. Let's be honest. I mean, this is an autograph out of 25, and it's like $2,500, dude. The amount of Shea cards I either had in the past or could have had in the past, I'm sure everyone can say that. But wow, I mean, as that card was for sure like a $150 card at one point, no question about it.
Yeah, it's a super sick card too. I kind of get like movie poster vibes.
Yeah,
very simplistic, but like focuses on him. And we've seen like cards that are numbered out of something, but then get the special inscription kind of throw out like the previous sales. So I always find that really interesting.
right. And you're right, David. It was not pack issued. I don't necessarily remember how they distributed the Twitter inscriptions. If you haven't remember how, let us know. I can't remember if it was like a giveaway on social media or if it was like an extra pack that was sitting on the top of the pack or something, or on top of the box, like a box cover. And yeah, Colton Cowser is an absolute stud for the Orioles. Felt that today as a Brewers fan. He had a big home run today, like 425 feet. Ahead of its time marketing campaign, tweet, hashtag. Nice. Love it, David. But it's funny. Colton Cowser is kind of this rookie for the Orioles where Holiday, Gunnar from last year, Adley and all these other young players. Colton Cowser was also a top-ranked prospect, but dude, there's fans showing up in like cow costumes to the game for Cowser. There's this guy sitting in dead center with a full-on cow costume, and I guess that they love him there. But yeah, he had a mammoth home run. All right, jumping into the one of ones tonight. This one, the first one right here, we're going to spend some time on, because this was one of, I would say this is the biggest innovation to the sports card single market, or even just, I guess, product market too, that Fanatics has had since buying Topps is the development of the MLB debut rookie patch autograph one of ones, which, as you can see here on the jersey, on Yoshida's jersey here, that logo was on his jersey from the first game that he played in, which his debut was on 3/30/23. And they then have the MLB hologram in the back of it where the MLB authenticates certain relics or game used balls, stuff like that. And this is by far the biggest one that has surfaced for sale. Now, a Kodai Senga, I know, got pulled and got graded in SGC 1010, but this one is definitely the biggest one that's been up for sale so far, because I think the biggest card before the set sold was like Andre Monasterio, the Brewers guy who Julian, you're like, oh, his booty or whatever. He just got optioned down to AAA today. So Andre Monasterio isn't even an MLB at this moment. And that card sold for like $6,000 of redemption. But that was like the very first one that got sold, I feel like, after the product release. That was like more than a random dude that didn't even play at all, you know? So like this thing's already at $6,250. I think post buyer's premium. You know, we're talking somewhere in the range of nearly $8,000 right now. The biggest sale, I believe, as well, Julian, of a debut patch autograph already, right? You agree?
Yeah, but so I know you know the big sale of the Senga. So wait, why do you think that went for so much?
The Kodai Senga, it didn't sell.
It didn't?
Wait, no.
I'm pretty sure it sold for 17 grand.
Wait, I didn't see that. Oh, then this is not going to be the most expensive
Okay,
one. Yeah,
so I was like, I thought maybe that one did go.
I know that someone pulled it and someone. I don't think
1010.
Did you find it?
Yeah. Just look up debut patch update.
I literally just typed in Senga and it doesn't even show up.
Here, I can send it.
Huh. Well, I might be mistaken. This might end up being the second highest. I was going to say Senga would probably sell higher. But that's good info to have.
Which, if that's the
sure
case,
enough, there it is. I never knew that went up for sale at auction. I tried to find it. I think I typed in auto instead of autograph, so I missed it. Yeah, $17,000 for the Kodai Senga. All right, so as of right now, then it's the second highest price debut patch auto.
And would you say, like, which player do you think has more potential or more value in the market? Would you say, because if you say it's this guy, then it makes it interesting because you're like, that one sold for so much more.
So here's the deal. Like, Yoshida has been terrible this year so far. Like, very bad. Very, very bad.
His first home run today, I think, of the season.
Likely. He hasn't had one before today. I think he might have had one today. But he's batting 250 on the year, 604 OPS, 74 OPS plus. It's way below average in both categories. Kodai Senga, on the other hand, though, he's been injured this year with an arm injury. So I think, when did this thing sell? This sold like
March 2nd.
Early March. That's before. I think it might have been before his injury. So I guess if you're selling that would have been perfect timing. But Senga was both of them actually were international signings. I know that Yoshida was over from Japan, and so
he's like 30, 31.
Yeah, exactly. Kodai Senga is also 30. Yeah, so Senga's 31. Yoshida is like 30, so older than the average rookies in the MLB. But yeah, that Senga actually $17,000 is crazy. I actually won't be surprised if this ends up like over doubling in price from this point. Now, will it? Maybe, maybe not. But maybe people can let us know, what would you rather have, the Masataka Yoshida debut patch autograph 1/1 or the Kodai Senga, which did $17,000 a little over a month ago? I can't. This is not loading. I'm trying to. We got white screen going on here.
Too much heat broke the system.
All right. How about this next one here? We have. I can't pronounce this guy's name for me, or
Sarukian.
That's what I was probably gonna say. Arman Sarukian. So UFC Prism Black Shimmer 1/1 rookie PSA 10. He just beat Charles Oliveira last night in UFC 300. But Julian, give us the info on this card and the sale of his previous all-time high.
Yeah, I mean, expected as much with how his performance went down, that this was going to be his most expensive card, and it's not sold yet, but it is already going to be his most expensive card. His just black 1/1 sold for $5 grand, I believe. I had it up. Let me see if I can find it. I think it was last month or a couple months ago, which is already like a big sell. But with the guys that fought last night, any of the guys that had a big performance, their cards spiked. And I think we had a post about Max Holloway, which is another big one. I mean, the event really lived up to the hype. But
yeah.
Yeah, so this is already perfect timing on selling this one because the black would easily be more desirable and more valuable, but sold at the right time, the black shimmer is going to go for a decent amount more.
Yeah, no, absolutely insane. And yes, DJ Quicksilva, Max Holloway, KO Justin Gaethje on like literally 1 second remaining on the round 5 clock, which is insane. That is, if not tied with, I've never seen a buzzer beater KO before, so I imagine it's for sure the latest KO in UFC history. A lot of people are calling it the best KO in UFC history.
Yeah. Also, my mistake. It sold in September. The PSA 8 True Black for $5,000.
Got it. Well, here we are. We're already far surpassed that. You know, we're talking 60, 250, right around there right now. Pretty crazy card. And obviously the new Top Strom 2024 UFC came out, but a lot of these fighters who might have cards in that set have had rookie cards in previous sets. Diego Lopez, who had a rookie in Top Strom UFC this year. He's like the biggest rookie in the set. He won yesterday too via KO on the undercard in round 1.
And we can't go without mentioning the best breaker out there was breaking some of that product yesterday.
Yeah, Papa Slabs last night was ripping 5 boxes of UFC on our Fanatics Live channel. Julian and I were at the Camp Custom event in Madison for the gala, which is the biggest fundraiser of the year for their organization. And then, of course, during the summer, we try to do our part. This summer, we're running our year number 4 Camp Custom charity event where we will collect donations from different people in the hobby, companies in the hobby, to raise as much money as possible, get kids to camp for free whose parents have cancer. Over $300,000 we've been able to donate to Camp Custom in just 3 years, thanks to everyone out there who is a Slab Stocks and Camp Custom supporter. It means a lot, and we appreciate it as always. So look out for more info coming this summer, early this summer. There's another huge check card ending this auction. It's a Select Black Auto 1 of 1. It's at $4,000 right now, pre-buyer's premium. I don't know. There seems to be a lot of really big NBA cards in this auction of players that are obviously going to be in the playoffs. I guess a lot of people are not willing to take that risk to see a player in a conference finals and to maybe a finals. And yes, Andrew was there last night as well. Thank you, St. Croix Cards, for being there. What a beast. But Julian, what would you do right now? Like, there's like probably a group of Chets in here that are thousands of dollars each. Are you like, let me sell it? He's not the first option, or are you kind of like there's more in the tank for Chet's cards in the future? Obviously, a lot of people believe there's more in the tank, given that his cards signed for multi-$1,000 amounts all the time.
Here's my thing: is you got to kind of feel for the guy because he's had a phenomenal like rookie season, but he's not going to win Rookie of the Year. So I think that's one thing. Focus on Victor Wembanyama, so that's kind of impacted his cards. And then also you have this young Thunder team where I don't know how well they're going to do in the playoffs. Theoretically, they should be one of the better teams and make a far run. So if I was personally had some high-end Chet, I'd probably hold on to it just because I think I'm not at a place where I know for a fact that they're going to like flame out. So like I'm not like panic selling. But if they could do well, I'd rather sell it farther down the line. I think there's just so much more potential in his market because he's a great player. And like I said, this rookie class, like nobody will compete with Victor Wembanyama. Unfortunately, he's gotten close, but it's I think that he's more to show, and he'd get a lot more attention outside of his rookie year.
Right, and Victor Wembanyama might have just had one of, if not the best rookie seasons of all time. You know, that's coming from a season where, like, first half of the season, he barely broke 30 minutes a game in the first half of the season. Second half of the season, post All-Star break, he started to, and obviously that's when we started to see like the really crazy stat lines. But my goodness, I can't wait to see what he does. All things considered, you know, I don't think he missed like too many games this year. Like, you know, I know he rested here and there, like just about all players in the NBA do at some point. Let's see how many games he played this year. He played in 71 games, so like missing 11, all things considered, isn't really that crazy. Obviously,
the only injury I can think of was the one where he like tweaked his ankles warming up, or his ankle.
Yeah, he like stepped on like the ball boy or something like that, right? Yeah. All right, we got the Jamal Murray Black 1 of 1 rookie ending in here. The Nuggets are poised to try to go back-to-back this year. They had a really good second half of the season after not having the best first half of the season, but him and Jokic is obviously one of the best duos in the NBA. So another Prism Black card that's, you know, pushing over $3,000 right now. Evan Mobley as well. His Black shirt PSA 10 is up in this auction at $4,100 right now. from Prism. Julian, do you have any info on his most expensive sale of all time for me offhand?
Yeah, I can pull it up. I was actually just about to look.
Yeah, because like this is obviously one of his few best Prism cards, $4,100 right there, pre-buyer's premium. That's already going over $5K.
So an NTRPA out of 10 PSA 9 did 19.2 October 22nd, 2022. Now,
how about his top Prism card? Is
so
there
his top Prism card is a gold out of 10 PSA 9, went for 14.4 October 20th, 2022. Wait, is that the same date? Yeah, same date.
Yeah, so
in the PWCC Premier Auction.
Going into 2 seasons ago, his market was extremely hot. I wonder how many cards he had that has sold over even like $5,000, let's say since the start of this past season. I imagine it's not going to be too many.
No.
I'm looking right now. Let's see here. He's only had literally one card that sold for over $5,000 since October 16th, and it's a horizontal RPA from NT, which honestly I'm not exactly sure. Oh, it's a jersey number NT. So his market has really cooled down, to say the least. I mean, honestly, I think if you think about that gold PSA 9 doing like 14 grand when you said, if this thing popped up for sale, then what would that have done? I mean, like $30,000 at that point.
Yeah, 20 to 30 for sure.
Yeah, which is crazy. So, we're looking at like a $5,000 card as of this moment. Will it go higher? Can it go higher? I'm sure it can. I'm not saying that it will, but you never know with the one-on-ones and people getting in bidding wars. Now we got to take a second to highlight this though. Julian, I know you think this card is just an absolute beauty.
Probably one of my favorite cards since like starting, like being one of the co-hosts of this show. I am absolutely in love with this card. I know you really love the design from this like the subset of National Treasures, but oh my gosh, so nice. Game used, just the design so clean. Derrick Rose is one of my favorite players of all time. It just hurts me every time I think about what could have been, but he's a dog. I love him so much. And if I had Slabstock's Aaron Black card, like I'd totally buy this, like without hesitation.
This, funny enough, this is actually the base set design right here, which is crazy. You think it's an insert design. This is the base set design. It's so yeah, I know you wouldn't expect that, but it was a horizontal for the base set out of this, and really beautiful card there. It is one of the best designs actually on National Treasures cards I've seen. They used to do these like really elegant designs, like even from 2009 into 2010 and into 2012 and such. And I feel like they just have kind of like lost this like kind of like touch of class recently. Feels a lot more now. It's just like, how many different block lines can we get on this card, or how many, it's a lot different now. Oddly enough, though,
absolutely perfection.
The one thing that I hope I don't make you upset is this is a sticker auto. It's super hard to tell. I just knew that they were sticker autos.
Yeah, I didn't look that closely.
But no. I know. And it's really hard to tell. Normally, I mean, it'd be really hard to know that unless you
I feel like that's not very common in like the earlier National Treasures.
It's really not. And I think it's just on this base set of National Treasures, they made them sticker for whatever reason. And obviously that's something that, is kind of a hit on it, but at the same time, you can barely tell, and it's such a sick card either way. One of one, game worn too. I'd rather have a game worn patch in there than a not associated
so nice.
Dick's Sporting Goods patch, but that's a sick card.
Yeah, and another, I guess, hottish take that I have is I really like when the patch, you can tell like it's not like perfect. Like you can tell like there's strands, or it's like someone like hand stitched it. Unlike some of the ones now where it's like it looks absolutely perfect. I'm like game worn, like not really, but like oh my gosh, so good.
Not to mention like a lot of the patches now too are like they're like really like cheaply made, almost like where it's like vinyl prints and stuff. I don't know. It's a lot different. You can just look at the older exquisite cards when they had the chunky stitching embroidery on all the patches. Now it's kind of like, removes a lot of that character to the patches on it. Tiger Woods played in his, I think it want to say his 26th Masters this weekend. Sky Scheffler, of course, won, who was the favorite to win. And he did 2 of 3 years now. He's won. John Rahm won last year, but Tiger, I don't know if you read this, Julian. He has worst ever 72 hole score. Now, how can you blame a guy after going through the back surgeries, the 2 broken leg fractures, all this different stuff? Like, by the playing 4 days of golf in a row, I'm sure that you start to run down by the end of that. And, even to make the cut is pretty spectacular at this point in his career. I'm sure everyone will be thankful if they, if you did see him win the Masters, that was like maybe 6 years ago now, whatever it might have been, that's kind of like the big stamp to end of a GOAT career. So, but about the card is there is a 1-of-1 Gold Ink Shining Moments auto from 2012 ending tonight. And this card is beautiful. And this kind of reminds me of, I'm trying to think of, there's like I think it's like Kobe cards is what I'm thinking of. There's these Kobe cards where it was released in Contenders, and it's got like the different like poses from like his different like finals that he's won stuff. Have you ever seen those? Let's pull it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up so people can see it. I don't remember. They might call it chronology or something like that. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, there's like these different like there's like multiple different types of poses, different career milestones and stuff like that. Super cool cards. They are very popular. This is kind of like what this reminds me of. It's like 2000 U.S. Open Championship victory. 1-of-1 hand numbered, super nice golden auto. There's been like a range of sales of these between like $3,500 to $7,000. I feel like his market is probably a little bit hotter just during the card boom in general, which is probably what's led to some of the drop in the card regardless. But either way, really nice card. If anyone is a huge Tiger golf fan, this weekend was definitely one of your favorites of the year then. But super nice stuff. We got Dirk Finance. This might be one of like my least favorite designs of all time on like a mid 2000s top set. It's an eyeball, bro. Look at it.
No, I agree. Every time I see it, I think of like a dragon's eye.
Yeah, it's actually like awful. Like it's probably one of the cheesiest designs I think I've seen from Topps. Honestly, it's definitely the worst mid 2000s design I've seen on basketball cards from Topps, and just a really really brutal pick, I guess, design. I don't know how I was supposed to say it, but it's a 1-on-1 Dark Super.
My card staring back at me, like when
exactly. It's kind of weird. Yeah, the peg joint, the 2024 Upper Deck Golf has Scotty Scheffler autos and relics. When Julian? I don't think that ever released yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know a lot of people were talking. I think Oscar was talking about it, but
yeah,
I don't think it released.
Did it release? No, it might have. Actually, no. I just looked. I haven't seen anything. There is a lot of Young Gun sales selling from this and stuff, but I have not seen Scotty Scheffler autographs of that product because I was just looking up his autographs over this weekend. There's only SI for kids stuff. Oh, UD Gold is coming out soon. Okay, so maybe in that set there will be. Jim Baker says, is Bowman Sterling baseball underrated? Personally, I think so. Now, I'm also someone who bought like 4 to 5 Jackson Chourio Bowman Sterling on-card autographs because of the affordability behind it. I'm not saying that you should buy it trying to buy it and it'll miraculously gain more value than a Bowman Chrome first. That's not what I'm saying. But for me, like, if I'm collecting a player that's like my favorite team, I'd rather have like multiple different like cool colors with on-card autographs and just like buying a base autograph like 10 or 9.5 or whatever it might be. I bought like 3 colored Jackson Chourio Bowman Sterling autographs for the same price of like 1 first base auto PSA 10. So that I would rather just do that for my collection's sake. And they're affordable too. You got an Mbappe 1-of-1 in here out of Deco. Honestly, this shocks me. This is that expensive. It's not even out of a pack pulled set, and it's over $1,000. Julian, thoughts?
Doesn't shock me. You throw 1-on-1 on anything, you don't know what those prices are going to do. And also, like, killing Mbappe, people love him. Design's kind of cool, but yeah, I've said my piece on killing Mbappe, and you know how I feel about him. But it's a lot of money, and his market. I don't know. I haven't looked a ton into his market recently, but like a lot of his stuff, like his 2017 Topps Chrome stuff had tanked a ton. I mean, like they were like purple out of what is that, $399?
Like, I think it's 250 then.
250, yeah, 250. Out of 250 was going for like under $3K at one point. And I'm like I'd rather spend like that on that rather than like a 1-on-1 Deco that I don't really like.
Not to mention, it's been like multiple years that they've released these, and this isn't like his only Deco 101 ever made. There's multiple other ones that can be had even of earlier years. Now, we already talked about the design for 06 Finest, which is really odd that actually his design was that bad because they followed it up from 05 Finest basketball, which was a super class design with the basketball in the background, one of my favorites ever, to this. But this, like, what is going on here, man? We have this. They released this Metal Universe set, a couple years ago, Upper Deck, to try to like bring back the PMGs, but they didn't have like licenses to like anything. So you basically have Wayne Gretzky here, like way later. Looks like he's got obviously like Canadian Leafs on and stuff, but I'm not even sure when this image is from. But I guess he might have played late in his career. But either way, it's a PSA 6. It's a purple, which normally, the other thing I don't like about this card is that normally in Metal Universe hockey, the purple spectrums are numbered out of like 250 or like 199. They made this thing a 1 of 1. Julian, you know how you complain about stuff that's like different colors or different parallels, and it's just like randomly a 1 of 1.
Yeah.
In every single hockey Metal Universe set that they've released, these purple spectrums are literally 300 copies of them out there, or 200. And now this one's a 1 of 1. It's like,
that's also a pet peeve. Like when I'm going like walking at a card show and I like see the color, I'm doing a brief glance. Like if I see a purple, like, and I had knowledge about the different ones, like I'm not giving it a second glance.
Yeah. Right. Agreed.
Also I'm assuming that that's not Photoshopped, but it kind of looks like they just Photoshopped his head onto like that. And it looks kind of weird.
It does. It does. I'm trying to figure out when this is even maybe from though, because like
he looks like he should not be skating at that point.
Yeah, like he looks like I don't want to like doubt that, because there's some hockey players that play until they're like in their like mid 40s, but I don't think that he did. I could be wrong. It's also like a Team Canada jersey with like the logo missing in the middle. So it's just a really odd looking card. It's not supposed to be like blank in the middle of his jersey. I'll tell you that much. It's supposed to be a giant leaf that says like Canada on it.
Maybe it's like one of those soccer games where like Wayne Rooney suits back up and all of his buddies play.
Yeah. Maybe. Speaking of soccer, we'll just do a little brief sidetrack here. Talk about the Premier League today. Liverpool and Arsenal both bottling it, dude. The one hope for City not to win, and it might be gone now.
See, like I've known deep down, this has happened multiple years now where City's not in the lead at like 2 months out, 3 months out, and everyone's like, maybe this is the year. I'm like, it's Manchester City. Like they're gonna do something. And this year I feel like it's gonna be no different. So thank you to Liverpool and Arsenal for absolutely bottling it and letting them get ahead. I mean, like, okay, Arsenal, they played Aston Villa. Aston Villa is a good team. They still should have won that game. But Liverpool, Crystal Palace, dude, like, what are you doing? Come on. Like, your last season with Jurgen Klopp, and this is how you're gonna end it.
And both of them were at home. Like both of them were at home, and you're right. They went from speaking about winning the quadruple like they were 2 years ago. Do you remember 2 years ago when they were speaking about that? Yeah. To coming away with one Carabao Cup again.
Peg Junk. So basically, the top 3 standings for the Premier League was it was Liverpool, Arsenal, and then City. And then heading into today, Liverpool and Arsenal both had games, and they both lost. So now City jumped them in the standings with like 6 games left, 5 games left, and I would say they have the easiest schedule out of all three.
Andrew's upset that they have like the easiest schedule in the world to end the season every single year. What bottle means? It means like blowing it,
Yeah, like,
what makes matters even worse for Arsenal is that you go into the game knowing that Liverpool lost, playing at home, and not scoring a goal. Like from that point on that you control it all, and that's it didn't happen.
That would haunt me as a player for the rest of my life.
Well, I was looking at Saka. Once Watkins scored that second goal, they like put the camera on Saka, and I'm just sitting there like looking at him thinking like this dude knows that they just lost the league like right then and there. And it's so different obviously than American sports where you're kind of playing down to the end of a game in like a tournament aspect. But yeah, man, brutal. And brutal for Andrew, obviously, as an Arsenal fan. He says he's going to go in a corner and cry.
Don't worry, buddy. You're talking to 2 guys that have it much worse. So we've been there.
True. Maybe the hope is what kills the most, though. And I think we both have zero hope right now.
That is true. Because we go into the games now just being like, okay, let's see what's going to happen today.
Definitely a draw is my expectation every single game now. All right. Next up, we've got another really quick, Pat. We did talk about the MLB debut patch autograph for quite some time. I'm gonna scroll up really quick and see what it's at. It's at 67.50 right now. I did get a bid. It's going into the next window. We debated that versus the Senga for a little bit. Another Yoshida 1/1, an unconventional one here, which is an autograph parallel gold 1/1. Which the interesting thing about these is that when they sell these gold auto 1/1s, at least when they used to do it, I imagine maybe around when this one was sold, you would like literally buy the gold auto 1/1 on Topps.com. They've now switched it, and maybe they switched it by the time that this one was released, where you like buy like a pack where it's sealed, and then you open it and you get a random number from 1/1 up to like 199 in some cases. So a really unconventional 1/1. They obviously don't sell as well as if it's like a pack pulled 1/1. But for those that are like big fans of like moments in the game on cards, that's all that Topps now is about. And maybe a more affordable option to get an on-card 1/1 rookie of Yoshida. This is something that drives me insane, Julian. So you got kind of like a similar instance here with Upper Deck and the PMG that I was talking about. A Spectral 1/1 Lamar Jackson, where it's like gold vinyl, which obviously we all know is the superfractor. But it's a 1/1. They're out of 5 in all of their other, prisms and then optics and 1/1 also though. So that I think that might be even worse, where they're actively releasing sets in the exact same year, where it's just switching back and forth for but a marquee parallel, which happens with Topps sometimes too, with red out of 5 or red out of 10, like in Merlin. So like that, it's just we need some consistency here,
and we need an explanation. I just want to talk to these people and be like, so what was the thinking behind changing it up like in the same year, changing up from last year? Like, I could totally see it being a mistake. Like someone thinking, hey, last year that was 1/1. Let's do it again.
Yeah. No, not about it. The design's not the best either. Now, this might be the funniest one in the entire auction. We've got the magazine slab here.
Not big enough.
The magazine slab for David Ortiz, 2018 Luminaries. Honestly, pretty impressive to get a 9.5 gem and grade on a booklet like that. Normally, that's very difficult to do. And it's got the letter I from his last name with the patch card at $300 current bid. Honestly, part of me wonders if this sells higher if it's not in a magazine slab, because it feels like a really good deal right now. So if anyone out there is a huge Red Sox collector, big Poppy fan, I mean, honestly, I would like pay this much for a Christian Yelich card of this, or at least close to it. And I mean, Yelich is amazing, won MVP, but Ortiz obviously has had a really big time career with World Series and such. Now, some people might debate if the whole steroid thing with him is kind of a gray area, but either way, really, really cool card. Seems like a really good value right now for any Red Sox fans out there if anyone wants it. Now, Julian, what do we think of this?
Not a fan of the stuff where it's like the guys who didn't play in college and it's not licensed, so like they just throw on like a gray jersey. Not a fan. I know they had that.
Technically, he played like for 2 games and they put him in a Memphis. Did they Photoshop it off?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that one's. I can remember that in Memphis. I'm more thinking like because like also like LaMelo Ball. I think Kaminga has one.
Yep, Jalen Green as well.
Not a fan of that at all.
So the interesting part here is that he did play Memphis for like a couple of games, and then he got like pretty much like I think
then he was like, I'm just focusing on it. He just
it was either injury or like recruiting violations that like kind of like had him get kicked off the team.
I think he got injured, and then he was like, I'm just gonna focus on NBA.
Got it. Well, either way, it's got this Atlantic 10 patch in here, I think is what the conference is. But I know that you found a Johnny Davis from like just about the exact same time frame where they had the Adidas logo in the clearly only Under Armour era of Badger basketball Johnny Davis card, which that's another one where you're like, what are you thinking?
Oh my gosh. I remember I was looking at that like right before going to bed, and I was like kind of sleepy. That woke me straight up. I was my blood was boiling. I was dude, I'm like, this card is so sick. Johnny, I get a nice Johnny Davis collegiate card. I'm like, dude, we haven't worn Adidas in like 10 years now. Yeah, not great. And the funniest part is it's like, does someone not review this and like say like, oh, here's the jersey he's wearing in the card, Under Armour. Here's the patch, Adidas. Oh, that doesn't match up.
Yeah, not to mention like it's like a hand packed out set. I think that like their big thing behind Flawless is it's like a hand packed out set, right? That's not like machine curated, and it's just kind of
Killed
wild to
me.
me.
Killed me.
But in the other hand, here we have Todd Gurley with the St. Louis Rams that moved to Los Angeles. I know St. Louis people are really mad about that. That I don't know if you've heard about this, but they literally like sell out their UFL stadium, or their UFL
Oh,
game.
I'm not. Yeah, I believe it.
So because they obviously got football ripped away from them, they actually play the UFL games, I think, in the old St. Louis Rams stadium, and they like get like 40,000 plus fans to go to there
That's
for a
amazing.
UFL game. That's crazy. But Todd Gurley was the running back peaks are so wild. How there's like a peak of a running back career, and then it just in one injury can slide it so fast. If you lose that like 10th of a second of acceleration, you're just done. And his career ended super fast.
Or you sign like a huge contract and don't get anywhere close to that production, dude, you're gone.
Yeah, because none of them are getting like 4-year guaranteed deals. They're all getting like a 1 to 2 year deal, and then like the next 2 years are like team options. And then if the production drops off anything, like Aaron Jones contract done, you know?
Yeah. Do you know how old Todd Gurley is?
He's
crazy.
Is he 32?
He's 29.
He's not even 30 yet?
No. He when he left the NFL, he was like 27.
Oh my, that's 26. Crazy.
I remember seeing that and I was like, this is insane.
So his not only his peak was small, like his actual career was even short compared to like a normal like guy that was good at running back position. I know that Andrew's a fan of these for Star Wars or for Harry Potter, but here's one for Star Wars: a Jabba the Hutt film cell relic 1 of 1. So there's another 1 of 1 out there. There's a Malik Willis 1 of 1, which Malik Willis
a very interesting situation.
Got like 1 start, and then that was it.
Like, I'm pretty sure on their like depth chart they have Mason Rudolph ahead of him.
Oh my! So wait, what are they doing? Oh, Tannehill's gone. I forgot.
Yeah, Tannehill's gone. So Levis, Rudolph, and Levis.
You're right on that. That Todd Gurley came in hurt. He had that knee injury and everything like that. But at the same time, it's like he kind of got back to his real form and was at the top of the game. Like Nick Chubb had really bad, also Georgia running back, really bad knee injury in college, and then last year, man, that was so tough to watch. But that wasn't even related to his previous knee injury. Like, dude, anyone, you could put me out there, and I'd just be dead probably if that had happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, you put us out there and take a lot less for.
I was gonna say exactly. I get touched and my leg is looking the other way. Oh, Jalen Johnson might actually win most improved, or not win. Come in like 3rd place for most improved player.
Yeah, watch yourself. There's a clear-cut winner here.
No, too bad Maxi's winning. I agree with you. Kobe White should win. Maxi's the betting favorite right now. He's the favorite.
What?
Yeah. Which I don't really think that's kind of valid because I feel like that he already was like really good.
If you like reach a certain points per game mark, you can't like.
Yeah, Maxi's the favorite.
20 to 25. Come on.
Maxi's the favorite, and then it's actually Scotty Barnes, I think, and then it's Kobe White.
That's ridiculous.
And then I didn't even say it's Sengun should win it over Maxi. I love Tyrese Maxey too. Don't get me wrong. Jalen Johnson had a massive improvement this year, though. But yeah, Maxey is going to be the one that gets the dough, I think.
Really? I didn't even know this. Also, complain on Tomo. That's my new motto. That's why don't let friends collect running back.
To be fair, if you buy them at a low point, like I bought a ton of Jonathan Taylor, it would have worked out if I sold them, but I didn't want to because there are like a ton of the ones I have are PCs. So I just have, we'll keep them battery cards and stuff. But Taylor stuff went nuts that 1 year. Now it's obviously fallen a lot, but
yeah.
And our first window actually just closed right now. So we spent a full window there breaking down the different 1 of 1s. So hopefully everyone enjoyed looking at those with us. We are going to hop over to Julian now because Julian, I did a lot of talking there, but Julian's got some cards he wants to share with everyone. Instead of who you buying this week, we got Julian's faves. Holy smokes. Before we do that, look at this. $8,000 pre-buyers per year.
Wow. The 101.
The UFC 300 actually did some crazy things to the market. Like I thought that like the UFC Chrome release was a sweet new release, some cool cards in there, but like UFC overall was really high like a couple years ago. Wow, that did a lot for it. All right, go ahead, sir.
Eyes on, especially. I think a lot of people saw the highlights and are gonna, because I know you were super into UFC, and then there was that that period where you're like, I'm not really super knowledgeable about it. And you were like looking at clips today.
Yeah, it dropped off. I wouldn't really pay attention to UFC for the last like 3 years, and then like just with the new cards that coming out, but then more also like all these kind of crazy fights that were happening, it was worth tuning in. And holy smokes! All right, go ahead.
Yeah, and first I want to talk about card. This isn't necessarily on my faves list, but do you see the Zion RP at a 99 National Treasures?
Yeah. I think
the price. Now, I want people to guess in the audience, and Aaron, you as well. What was the most expensive NT RP out of 99, any grade that sold?
it must have sold already tonight. Did it already sell?
Yeah, it already sold 13.2.
Okay. No wonder I
But like
couldn't find it.
this,
Yeah.
I completely forgot how crazy his market was.
Wasn't there one that was like a Pop One copy of like a 9510 that sold for like $500,000 or something like that?
I shouldn't have asked you that. Your memory's too good. Yes. 594,000 a BGS 9.5
Yeah.
February 5th. And the highest sale of an
February 5th of what? Of what? You said
What?
February 5th? February 5th, what year?
2022.
Okay.
And then the highest sale of this one, BGS 8.5, 75K, July 11th, 2021. Ooh. Yeah, okay. So that was kind of crazy to me. I want to point that out. Okay, Julian's faves. Now we already went over the top Julian fave, Derrick Rose, so we don't have to go back to that one, but absolute filthy card. Still going at 2.9 buyer's premium.
Filthy card.
Filthy. Absolutely filthy. We'll go with there's a Caitlin Clark Gold Lava PSA 8. And going a little rant here because I'm buying, if I have the money, I'm buying as much Caitlin Clark as I possibly can. All these old heads that are chirping her and saying that she's not going to do anything, like, are obviously just jealous of the player she is. And like, she's a very like humble, not like outspoken, like woman that like is obviously going to do well. You should be encouraging her. She's going to make the WNBA so much bigger in the eyes on. Putting her down just makes you look bad. It's just like any Caitlin Clark. I don't care what they say. I am as confident as I've ever been about a player just like dominating the league in their first year.
Yeah, I'm all in. I'm all in on her success in the WNBA. Like, I think that it's absolutely crazy that people that they're trying to like talk her down, where it's like they're just like you basically said, jealous that they haven't done that to the WNBA, like made it get talked about this much or made it get this. Like, wouldn't you want her to be successful so that it could raise up like the overall viewership, which then raises up the revenue, which raises up the contracts of every WNBA player comes after that?
Yeah, seriously, Diana Taurasi's broadcasting contract would increase because of that. So like, I don't know why she's and also not to mention rookie Diana Taurasi would start crying if she played rookie Caitlin Clark. So just throwing that out there.
Did Diana Taurasi? I don't think she retired on us. I'm pretty sure they face off this year, Julian. She still plays.
She still plays. Okay, yeah. Ankle breaker incoming. End her career.
Yeah, she's returning for the 2024 season. Let me check out the schedule because I'm pretty sure that I saw. Let me see here. Where is Indiana on here? They play on 8/16, August 16th. Mark it down. Ankle. Oh wait, sorry. July. No wait. Oh wow, it's way before that. It's actually June 30th. June 30th, 2 p.m. Be there, be square. Caitlin Clark, Cook, and Diana Taurasi.
Nah, real music. I know that Diana Taurasi is like a legend in the game.
Yeah.
That absolutely triggered me when she was going after Caitlin Clark. But yeah.
Wait, not to mention she could have just also been a really salty UConn fan in the moment too.
But there's been multiple instances of her saying stuff. Yeah. So like,
no, I'm
not buying that.
I'm just more messing around.
Yeah. Next up, going into some Marvel fandom, there is a Spider-Man, obviously Miles Morales, red PMG.
Oh, I saw it.
Sick card, red Spider-Man red. It sold, but super nice. I was super jealous that Aaron had a what did you have, a bronze?
So I had a copper, and
copper.
I was on record saying that, man, this is like seems like the peak for Marvel stuff like this. I'm gonna sell it, and then I did, and it worked out well. And now I bought a Spider-Gwen instead for like 1% of the price. So I have a Spider-Gwen now.
Yeah, but these, I'm a sucker for these red PMGs. 2013, 2017. Still a little much for me to spend. Don't got that Slap Sox black card once again. But so nice. I love Marvel. Daredevil's my favorite, but any of these Marvel cards, I'd absolutely snatch up. I remember reading when Miles Morales was first introduced in the comics, and my brother had all of those comics, and I would just walk in and steal them from his room. But love this card, and
yeah, I don't know if you heard about this set. You know, OPG Platinum Hockey.
Yeah,
they released Marvel Platinum, which is basically Chrome version of Marvel cards.
You said past tense released?
Like released in the last like week.
Oh, well,
or like couple weeks.
Let's do some research.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might want to look into it. I looked up Miles Morales' colors and stuff, and I started watch a couple to see if I could snag one or two. But yeah, so I agree. Complano Tomo, definitely their cards have definitely kind of gone back into the news, like you mentioned.
All right, next up, we got a Jude Bellingham 2022 Sapphire Orange. It's the Sapphire Selections. It doesn't say in the title, though.
Oh, that card is sick.
I love the Sapphire Selections. And it goes into other sports as well, because I'm a huge university fan, Bowman Sapphire University, and always looking to pull some of these. But the poses with just the background, it sold for $372.
Yeah, I was just gonna get to it.
Absolutely filthy. I just love these cards. I mean, I think Jude's a really great player, and if I could choose someone to be on the card, it might be somebody else that I would like collect, like a Manchester United player. But I can't deny, like, I would love to have this card because of Sapphire Selections are one of my favorites. Aaron, I know you feel the same way, but the poses just emphasize it for me because, like, it just altogether looks so good.
No, I'm a huge fan of them. I recently bought a few page backers and for the Bowman U, and they're awesome. They're nasty. They have F1 now too. The Super Fractors and the F1 are sweet, and good pick. I saw this one and I was like, man, that'd be kind of a fun one to buy. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, and Jim, yes, X-Men is considered Marvel.
Yeah, that 97 show I heard is amazing. I haven't watched
I've heard a lot of people like it. I haven't watched it, but might have to add that to the list. My very long list of TV shows that I have to watch.
Right.
Last one. Can't not shout out my boy Oscar Piastri. Got a 2021 Orange Wave out of 25. I'll go out here and say it. I think McLaren has the best driver pairing in F1 with the most potential for sure. The only one that you could say could compete is Charles and Carlos, but you can't say that they have more potential in the future because there is no future with the both of them. So Oscar Piastri, I mean, really impressive for a rookie to come in and do as well as he has. I've been absolutely blown away. Seems pretty cheap. I know some people like his like first like rookie card over the F2 stuff, but this would be a card that I'd potentially buy just because I think he's got a very bright future early in the season. So we don't know what's going to happen down the line.
Yeah. Nice one. Good pick, sir.
Thank you.
All right. How about some price updates here?
And then sorry, I didn't mean to cut off. There was one favorite that I had that I was like very confused by. There was a Myles Garrett 2017 Donruss Optic purple out of 50 PSA 10 that sold for $312. And now at first I was like, maybe this is abnormal, but this card has sold before for like over $100 consistently, like over $200. I'm not completely sure why. I mean, I know Myles Garrett's a great player, but he's a defender. So like defenders don't command nearly as much as offensive players in the market. And two, it's like not like a 101 out of 10, out of 25, like out of 50. So I don't know if there's some meaning behind this card, but very baffling to me.
He does not sign. He doesn't sign cards. So anything that's low numbered of Myles Garrett, especially gems, sells really well. But that's the best I have is that if he had autographs in the market, this wouldn't be selling this high.
Got it.
Real music. I don't have any opinion as I am not up in the know of the Kendrick and Drake.
Aaron's Luke Combs.
I did. I was unaware that there was beef between.
I didn't either. I saw like something
Mr.
about
Lamar
or something.
I heard something like J. Cole having beef with like.
There's beef everywhere in the rap community.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But we do have an official sale that just went down here for the Yoshida debut patch autograph 101. It ended at $9,000, which seems to be a pretty healthy amount given that he's a 31-year-old rookie that is not starting the season too hot. I mean, this isn't anywhere near what like a 22-year-old, 23-year-old Volpe Davey Patrick autograph 101 sell for like a Jordan Walker would either. I know Yuri Perez is out for the year, but even Yuri Perez, who's going to be an ace in the future, was
He's
super
out for
young.
the year?
Yeah, unfortunately, he is out for the year. To me, it feels like that was a nice sale. I guess it really just comes down to who the collector is out there. If you prefer Senga or Yoshida, although Senga was almost rookie of the year last year. I mean, he wasn't going to be rookie of the year given that Carroll had a great year and Ellie did pretty well. But yeah, so we have a sale there.
Real music, I love that. Lyrical warfare. The real question for real music is, who are you siding with? I want to hear this.
Yeah, there we go. I'm trying to lock down
big sale giveaway. I'm the giveaway reminder.
Do you hear me? I said it's trying to lock down.
Yeah.
I was about to say I'm trying to lock down a giveaway. I'm bidding on a card right now that I know Julian's gonna like. So I'm trying to.
I gotta create a fake account.
Right. Good call.
Jokes for legal reasons.
To protect my butt reasons. But no, I'm excited. I hope I get this giveaway because I think Julian's gonna get excited. It's a joke's on you. This is what I thought you'd want, a Hello Kitty card.
You know me so well. I've put that on the shelf.
I didn't even know if there were Hello Kitty cards. I mean, there's a card for everything these days, so I guess I should have assumed. Mookie Betts gold, so for 12K. So I was going to point out this Red Off 5 PSA 9's at 10 grand right now. Pat B, how do you feel about this versus the gold auto? I would way rather have the gold auto. I totally understand people liking reds out of 5, but never over the last like 10 to 15 years have the Bowman Chrome non-autographs really been like that big of a chase card for collectors, and it comes on everyone's personal preference, but I just way rather have a nice gold first autograph for the same price as a non-auto red out of 5. That's just me. I could be in the minority here, but I feel like that's where the Bowman Chrome collecting community would rather be at, collecting higher end cards on top of that too.
Auto for sure.
Yeah. And Pappy is in the greens too. Okay. So I'm not going crazy. Yeah. That Mobley is, pushing upwards of, what is it going to be, like $7,000 or something now. So it's gained some steam. But not as much as it would have a while back. That freaking Wayne Gretzky's at, like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Dude, car's at like almost $5,000 right now.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Are we about to show us the giveaway, or you were just hinting at it?
No, I need to win it before I can show it.
Yeah, you're hinting at it. Okay.
You're just been like dying here. You think I'm just
I was ready for you to pop it up, and then after the Hello Kitty, I got nothing.
We have 47 people in the house. Thanks everyone for joining. We will have a giveaway, as I just mentioned, towards the end of the show. Normally around like 10 o'clock or so Central Time. Within 15 minutes, I drop the info on how to join. Really nice Messi from 2022 World Cup here at National Treasures. I actually owned this card at one point. It's the gold out of 10. I don't know if it's the exact same card. It might have been. Gold out of 10. It is a PSA 8 here, but super nice card. And there's a Kyrie. Oh my gosh. That feels insanely cheap to me.
Yeah.
He had an unbelievable season. Obviously, he hasn't really ever been able to build a stable fan base over the course of his career. But it seems so cheap. I mean, one hasn't sold in this grade since November. It's at $300. $360 is just sold for. It's like $600 the last time it sold. Wow. Kyrie had a great season, though. What's up, Adam? Thanks for stopping by.
Nikola Pekovic. Wow, that's a blast from the past. That's the T-Wolves guy, right?
Yeah, because I used to my dad and I used to go to the Wolves games back when he played when I was younger, and that literally looks like how Pekovic would look in the post. Like his shoulders are so broad that you just like have the ball and just like turn to go up to the hoop, and he couldn't even get his arms like above his head. He just like chucked the ball up. He was a beast though, man. He had some big games. That's hilarious. You thought that was Pekovic. Yeah, imagine a Pekovic card selling for $5,000. That'd be hilarious. So I was trying to research earlier. Where do you know this lady from outside of James Bond? Anything?
I probably have seen, let me think. Judi Dench.
Because like I feel like that there's something
He's very famous for
yes,
English
exactly.
references.
But like I feel like it's not James Bond, which is how I knew her.
I think how I first knew her was James Bond.
She
Which is
wasn't
not good because she's in a. I feel like she's in a lot of like that, like Oscar-winning stuff where it's like historical,
was
not like.
she in Knives Out? Was she in Knives Out? Was she like the grandma figure in Knives Out? No.
No. Let's see. I'll figure this out. If there's anything else that I would have known.
Yeah, I can't get it. It's just James Bond. James Bond's how I know. I mean, I've seen multiple James Bond movies, but I just feel like there's something else. Something.
That was it for me. Let's see. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Wait. Is she not this person? Not the really old grandma in Knives Out, but like the mama in Knives Out.
I don't think she's in Knives Out.
Yeah, she might not be. But I think that's who I thought maybe looked like her.
I think like if I were to look up biggest movie, I think it's James Bond.
It's Linda Drysdale, but she does actually kind of look like her, which is why I thought that. But yeah, it's definitely.
She played Queen. Yeah, so like this isn't how we know her, but she played Queen Victoria in a movie, and she also played Queen Elizabeth. But yeah, James Bond's got to be it.
That is it. So Adam, I did know that she was in that, and I saw that a long time ago, but I only knew that she was in that because I looked it up, and then it said that she was in that. I didn't really remember that she was in that. If anyone has any items that they want tonight, please feel free to share in the chat. We'll love to read off some of the winnings from people, and let me see if I got this giveaway. I'm T-minus 1 minute and 40 seconds away from locking her up, so I hope I can get it here for everyone. Excited about it. This card is goated. Look at this. Front, Sidney Crosby, 05 Upper Deck of the Cup. Back, Alexander Ovechkin, both rookies this year. It's kind of funny that they stretched the number 8 so wide, though, to fit the same patch window, I think.
Yeah, that slab looks interesting.
It does.
Like,
it does.
Not the card.
No, it looks like I'm about to like open up like a Pop-Tart pack and like eat some Pop-Tarts or something.
Look at this. Real music, real confident. I won the giveaway tonight. Looks like Aaron's going to be saying your name.
I already know who I'm picking. This guy's a future teller, bro.
Ooh, unfortunate.
Totally. Oh, super nice 56 Hank Aaron 8.5. Oh, man, I got the Jackie from this set. That's an amazing card. Very expensive with the high grade, but that card looks absolutely stunning. Gorgeous. Oh, Adam, I got to show that. I don't know why. Maybe it just didn't pop up in my favorites because it ended too early. Did you see this patch, dog? The Mario Lemieux?
I did. I was like, was that an actual like the logo? What it looked like? I was like, where did that come from?
Yeah, that's what the logo looked like back when he played, and early in the Crosby's career, I believe. And that is, in fact, Game Worn from Panini with the massive penguin patch. Julian with the slow clap there, or the applause. What was that? Mookie Betts.
That was a red.
And look at Mario Lemieux, Mario Odyssey, Mario Party 2. I just absolutely played so much Mario Party 8 and Mario Party 5, Mario Party 5 in the GameCube. GameCube. Yeah, the cube was where it's at. Okay, let's see. Yes, that's a Penguins logo. Jim's cooking you. All right, you ready for the giveaway?
I'm ready.
How about a buy Storm CJ Stroud?
Dude, that card is filthy.
I knew you were a huge fan of this one.
It's so sick.
I always think that it looks like CJ Stroud's in the Wonder Woman #1 fight scene.
True. Yeah. Against Ares.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, the Mookie Betts has definitely surpassed the gold auto gem at this point. I mean, I gotta think that Tom is ready. He's like, I gotta get on that CJ Stroud giveaway. I can't miss it. Everyone, just hold your horses, everyone. 10 more minutes, and then we'll launch the giveaway entry. These #1s don't count in the chat. I know how excited everyone is, but we're just not there yet. Julian's feeding the fire now. He's stoking the fire. But yeah, this thing is going crazy. I gotta know, everyone. We had Pat's opinion earlier, but what do you think? First Bowman Chrome Red Off 5 Mookie Betts for $12,000 and counting, which is above that right now at Buyer's Premium, or the $12.6K for the Mookie Gold Auto at $50. I mean, Shoot, man, I can't pass on auto. Reds are reds, but give me the auto. Give me the auto. All right, let's go get back to everything else here. I wish I could get that Mookie card. Speaking of Mookie, what's going on with that Dodgers and Padres game tonight? MLB loves their Dodgers and Padres games. Is that game done? It already ended? Oh, I guess it's already 9:51 p.m., so it makes sense. But it seemed pretty fast. Padres got that 6-3 win. Came back and won. Oh, Real Music says red. Pappy says I'd take the auto all day. That bets is a deal the Padres won. Is Julio struggling this season? I believe that he has gotten off to a slow start as well as the team, but if you know anything about Julio, he's off to a very slow start. Holy cow. 34 OPS plus is atrocious. A 4.41 OPS. Oof.
His girlfriend must be distracting him.
Minus 0.3 WAR. That's really bad. It's a really bad start to the season. But Julio has turned it around many, many times in his career, his 2-year career so far. So we'll see. Wow, that's a terror. People have been doing that like clockwork for the last 2 years, buying Julio at the low and his stuff dips, and then selling it after he wins the home run derby or appears in the home run derby final or whatever. Noah, who's your World Series prediction? Brewers, Orioles.
They're gonna smack him.
I think that my preseason prediction was Braves, Orioles, which I think that the Braves can still give a run at it, but losing Spencer Strider is a pretty big blow. Obviously, one of the best pitchers in the MLB, which now has me adjusting to Brewers, Orioles. So, we've scored nearly the most runs in the MLB this season, or at least in the last week. I know that much.
Don't sleep on them Brewers.
We've scored 91 runs, which is just barely below the Dodgers, who have got an extra 4 games on us. 5 less runs scored than the Dodgers, and they play an extra 4 games. So yeah, we're cooking right now. We've outscored every single team in the AL this year. Wow, this season has been fun. It's unfortunate we lost today. We should have won today, but it's okay. We've won every series so far. I don't know how many teams can say that.
No, what's unfortunate is Bally Sports controls the streaming.
Bally Sports is the worst.
That's unfortunate.
Please put it on local TV, please, and thank you. Okay. I've said my piece.
I don't like how that dynasty looks. You can barely see the guy.
Do you know this was the first year of dynasty ever? 2014.
Yeah. Swing and a miss.
I'm just not a fan either. I mean, it's to have the card be super dark in the background that make Mike Trout the exact same color.
I have to put my reading glasses on to look at the card.
SCP-7 locked up a 2018 Prism Silver Giannis. Nice get. But Mike Trout Patchaw is Mike Trout Patchaw, but yeah, I definitely prefer like nearly any other year of Dynasty over that.
The Armand sold for 11.4.
11.4, really?
Yeah.
Here's a
I did see this one.
It's numbered out of 50, which gives me some concern. There's been quite a few patch cards that were slabbed by BGS, at some point or another. Not that, obviously all research needs to be done and serial numbers need to be matched up. I'm not saying that it is not authentic, but there's just been some problems in the past. But either way, if that thing's legit, man, Derek Rose exquisite patch autograph out of 50 is crazy. Mike Trout, this is the silver diamond refractor auto at 25. Very, very nice there. This was the PMGs for baseball in 1999. And also I think it looks like in basketball too.
Mustache.
I think you should get that look going. Close enough. Kurt is a Mookie PC. PC's Mookie. Yeah, that's a sweet card. I already know what you're choosing tonight. This is, I think, the Beatles with Muhammad
I got to start
Ali.
looking at my J card of the week.
That's got to be the J card of the week already. Muhammad Ali with the Beatles.
Yeah, but you chose it, so now it's cursed.
Oh, okay. SCP got the Mike Trout Atomic Refractor franchise favorite. It's very nice. Very, very nice. We are nearly to 10 p.m. Everyone, about to fire up that giveaway here in the very near future. Elizabeth
is back.
There are some Revolution Galactics ending tonight. Ricky Rubio, Rudy Gay, Serge Ibaka. Those three are here ending tonight. And like I say, always a 2015 Revolution Galactic set is absolutely SSSSP. They made very little of the set, and those were like one per every 2.5 cases or something like that. The worst trade for the Bucks, trading Dante DiVincenzo for Serge Ibaka. I don't know who put that trade through, but yeah, no, thank you. Although Dante was never going to get re-signed probably, but still, Serge Ibaka didn't even like play.
Dante's a dog. He's been lethal from behind the arc.
Dude, I think he has I think I read it was like a top 30 all-time season for 3-point makes. Like all time. Kind of brutal timing for this one to go. Out for the year injury, Spencer Strider, rookie auto. Got a Rod Crew real one. This is the week of Heritage release. Released on Wednesdays is 2019 Heritage, I believe it is. Oh, there's your boy Laurie. The T-Wolves traded Laurie, and then the Bulls traded Laurie. He got traded twice, turned into a stud.
What do you mean the T-Wolves?
T-Wolves traded Laurie to the Caps. No, the T-Wolves drafted. They traded the rights. They like drafted Laurie.
I thought you were saying like you were confusing the Cavs one with.
No. Like the pick that the Wolves were like selected, Laurie got traded then to the Bulls along with Levine for Jimmy Butler, which obviously didn't really work out. They get a playoff appearance for the first time in forever. Oh my, CJ Stroud base rookie over $50. Yeah, Amin Thompson there, green auto. I've 75 PSA 10. We are almost at 10 p.m. window. I'm counting it down here. Oh my gosh, the biggest rivalry of all time, everyone. Josh Allen and Aaron Rodgers.
That's got to be a game use patch from the one game that Aaron Rodgers played in.
Has to be, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
SCP said did not win the prime colors, Mario Lemieux. That was a sweet card. No, I have not, Jim. Sounds intriguing though.
That does sound intriguing.
The classic Juan Soto post ball scuff the batter's box. The Soto shuffle, as they call it.
Go back to that card.
It's the Soto shuffle. Look at the dirt on his pants.
You're doing the splits. Wow.
It is kind of funny.
That's very interesting.
This guy used to be hyped up like crazy. Kevin Smith. Chavi Simons auto. All right, we're almost there. I'm going to get this giveaway going right now. Everyone, we're going to give you until 10:04 Central Time. I'm going to get the giveaway pulled, the names. This is for the CJ Stroud. Was it called By Storm, Julian?
By the Storm?
Yeah.
I think it's By the Storm.
Be the Storm. By Storm. For all the SpongeBob fans out there, I was acting like Be the Crane, but Julian went. No, so that's okay.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's SpongeBob telling Squidward how to win it's like a crane, like arcade game. He's like, be the crane.
No, I need more of a SpongeBob voice.
No, but it's not like a SpongeBob voice. That's kind of funny. Like that. Big red PMG sold tonight. We got the people dropping the ones. Don't forget, everyone, this is the giveaway. The CJ Stroud by Storm. Very cool design. That is the giveaway. So get that number one in the chat, and then until 10:04 p.m. Central Time, you'll have your chance to do that, and then we'll get the names here, and then we'll get the giveaway going. How many cards we got left? That's not it. There's still a decent amount.
Whoever did the Photoshop on these Buy Storm cards needs a raise. Put them in charge of the graphics.
Put them in charge of all the set designs.
Dude, you need one of these Bijans.
Which one? Oh, By Storm?
Yeah. He's right. Like, you can literally like see like the water splashing up off his foot.
Let me go see this. So it's better than having a ghost arm on a card?
Oh, yeah. Just slightly.
Let's see. That's pretty sick.
Dude, it's nasty.
That's a really cool card. Yeah.
I'm assuming 2023 is the first year they did this, so
is it?
I don't see any others, but
got it.
Let's see. Oh no, they did another year. Look at the 2021 one.
They had 21?
Very similar card, right?
Do you like that?
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't like it at all.
It's completely different.
Yeah, that's not good. Is there a 2022? A Kenny Pickett?
I don't think. Oh, there is. Oh, that's not.
Wait, that's like the same thing as 21.
No,
but even worse, that's very similar to 21. Not to the CJ Stroud.
They must have hired a new graphic designer.
But want to know what the worst part about this one is? Look at how many breaks they did in the letters, dude. That like hurts my eyes. We're trying to read it.
Yeah.
Look at how many like line breaks there are. The Mike Trout is currently one of the most expensive cards in the auction. We have a Magic the Gathering card leading right now. Charizard signed hollow. The back of Mike Tyson's head.
Yo, that's a buy.
I mean, going to that Jake Paul fight, right? I hope he cooks. Mike Tyson is.
Man, it's gonna hurt me if Mike Tyson gets knocked down.
No, Mike Tyson needs to get that dub like ASAP, like very quickly needs to win that match. Mandalorian comic. It's crazy how they like, still print like Star Wars comics and stuff. Like not a normal piece of, or at least that I would think of when I think of Star Wars. Are we down? We're pretty close, are we not right now?
We have 2 rows on the next page.
Yeah, I'm gonna start to scout my card right now.
Very close.
Have you scouted?
I have been doing some scouting, yes.
And giveaway is about to close off. All right, I'm just gonna go for it right now. I'm taking the back of Mike Tyson's head.
Okay, I'm going to take
the
Pokemon phone card with all the Pokemon.
That's a sweet. I like it though. That's a sweet card. All right, giveaway closed. Let's get the names together. Kurt, I got some scans for our last grading submission.
I should have chosen a different card. Should have chosen the Spindleman and Spider-Man and Superman.
Dude, that's a sick card. Is that dope?
Yeah, dude, that would not be. There's no way that'd be allowed today.
What do you mean?
Like Marvel and DC? That trademark and copyright?
Yeah. I thought that there's like something like, you know how
no.
Those Pokemon Air cards that like they can't print or whatever. No. Yeah, no, you're right.
There will never ever be a Marvel and DC like combined movie.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Jim Baker spitting them facts. Pacers are 4-1 versus the Bucks in the regular season.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I'm not particularly excited about it. Kurt, I think that when Peter posted that video a couple weeks ago, it was like 13 business days. It feels like it's around right there, / maybe even around like 14 to 15 to get scans was probably our last order, somewhere around there right now. We'll see if it gets to be improving, hopefully in the near future from there. All right, I got the giveaway list ready. We're about to find out the fate of who gets this by storm. And you already know who I'm picking for this.
Poor guy. Poor guy. He's probably left.
No, he's here.
Imagine you guess him and it's right. Oh, it'd be like the end of the world.
It's Real Music that said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Real Music.
Yeah, so it'd be the end of the world if Real Music actually won.
Well, we're going to see, Jeremy.
It's not possible. It's really not possible.
All right, the third and final time, I'm taking Real Music. Come on. Let's do it, Real Music.
Real Music, I'm really sorry. I hope you come back again next week. It's not personal. I'm going to go with Tom 23.
Dude, I really was hoping I was going to win that. Chris with the W. Congratulations, Chris. Please send us an email, info@slabstocks.com. And
I got 4. I was close.
You were close. Please send me an email. Go to your preferences in your account, Chris, and then send us your identity key, like super long character key that you can send over, and I'll transfer over that CJ Stroud rookie insert to you.
Brother, I think you're cooked.
What do you mean?
I think you didn't get your cards out.
Isn't it still going right now?
Oh, you see it?
I see it right there at the top. It's gone.
Oh, I was like, why is I can't see
it? I saw it there, but it's gone now. Are you cooked? No, you're not.
No, cooked. Sir. Pokemon Friends, baby. That card is lit.
It's pretty cool.
Both of my cards I'd still be in. Spindelmannen.
True. I'm gonna take a peek at this. 1998. What a great year! What a great year.
That was like, how old were you then? 20?
0? 1?
Year 1.
Year 1. Day 1. Mewtwo strikes back. You might be. Ooh, you just survived. Thank you, Tom, for being here. Appreciate it as always. Don't forget, everyone, we're back here, same time, same place next week. Might just end it right now so we don't see Julian win this, but
don't worry, guys. I'd create another stream. You can come watch.
Yeah, no, but just as always, 9:45 p.m. Eastern time. Next week, I'll actually be live from London while doing it at like 3 a.m.
Slab stocks worldwide. Seriously, we've hit two countries in the
last few months. I'm gonna try to see if Max will poke his head in our.
Oh God, we're in trouble.
Julian's like, I gotta prepare myself. No, it should be another good episode, of course. Julian's still cooking here.
If he tries to force you to eat beans and throw random stuff on your food, like the weird stuff, just call me. I'll try. Or call what is it there? 999.
There will be no mushy peas consumed.
Slathered in mushy peas, put ketchups on it, and then
oh my gosh,
beans and toast.
Dude, that literally makes me want to throw up right now on broadcast. I cannot. No, sir.
Yeah, we're still going. I gotta say, 2 weeks in a row, I've done pretty solid. Normally, I'm out in the first 2 rounds, so I'm making more progress in this one than you are on guessing the name.
Okay, but it's either you get it right or you get it wrong and guess the name. Was that like the quadruple dab or something?
Yes, sir.
You are top 3 right now.
Dude, what if I guessed the 2 remaining? Like the 2 remaining are the 2 that I liked. That's got to count for double points.
Oh, the Benzema and the Pokemon card?
Benzema?
Look at Benzema right there on the screen.
Why would it be the Benzema?
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Oh.
Oh. No, I knew that it wasn't.
What if Chelsea tries to sign Benzema?
That's not happening. There's no way he comes to Chelsea. He's like he won't dude.
Pochettino in Saudi Arabia.
Dude, Pochettino's trading sessions, I believe, is just straight running, which is probably why we don't actually score, is because all they're doing is running. So there's no shooting practice.
That's all you need to win games.
It's all you need to draw games. But no, I don't think that happened. We'll see. Julian's gonna be cooked here. He's done skis.
No, $100 for the Pokemon. There's got to be multiple. There's got to be people who want that.
The Pokemon. The plural form of Pokemon.
Yeah.
The Pokemon.
No.
It's like saying the Pokemons.
Now, look at how many Pokemon there are. Yes! Pokemon!
Oh my gosh, you're killing me. Killing me.
Must-have card for any collector. Wow, there's still a lot. 5 cards left at this time. I feel like it never happens. Are you going to any games while you're out there?
No, I'm there for so short. We would have went to that Man City Chelsea match for that FA Cup semi.
So down bad.
No, but it landed on the same day as the Saturday show, like the main day of the show. So it's just unfortunate timing. But yeah, no, we'll watch together though. We'll watch and cry together.
No, dude, Max is so delusional about Chelsea. Like, you'll be sad, and he'll be like, positive takeaways from that game. Like we're still good.
Yeah, well, hey, I heard that that there might be actually 5 Champions League spots this year.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, here's how Chelsea gets into Europe, and it was like a list.
It's possible. It's for sure possible.
Tell me there's a chance.
Exactly. How are you looking good, sir? Wow, you might actually win this. There's some crazy stuff that's left here. They got Mick Jagger down there.
Spindlemana is gonna give me a run for my money.
All right, Julian, another band question. Who is this? Mick Jagger. So you know it's Mick Jagger.
Yeah, I know who Mick Jagger is.
Who?
He's a singer. I just know he's like an older dude. I don't know like what band he's from. If you tell me, and I'll be like, I recognize it, but like, wait, hold on. Let me think.
You probably. He's in Maroon 5.
No. I was like, move like Jagger. Mick Jagger. He sings some famous song. I can't think of the top of my head. What is it?
He sings a song. I can't think of it at the top of my head. Rolling Stones.
Oh, he's in the Rolling Stones. Okay. See, I know who Mick Jagger is. I'm like The Journey.
The Journey. Peg Jug, you should have been at our Fanatics live stream another day. It was just absolute comedy. This Mick Jagger needs to win though, or the Spider-Man. I can't see the Pokemon.
No, dude, come on, they're all together. The Pokemon are ready for battle.
I do love the Pokemon card. It's awesome. It is sweet. Oh my gosh, the never-ending battle here. Let's see here. Does Julian make it out of this window? Yes or no?
Give you a music highlight? Okay, Aaron, start singing. He needs a music highlight.
Dude, I can't sing. I mean, we have more luck with you for singing.
No, obviously not.
Julian said that he was so good that they did not allow him to join the choir because he'd make the other kids sad if he was in it.
Man, they had to kick me. First kid ever to get kicked because like the other kids started crying.
It's too good. Too good. We are in the waiting game right now as
Spider-Man and Superman card is killing it. It hasn't gone more than gotten down to under 20 seconds without a bid.
You're cooked here.
Oh no. Pokemon, please.
Pokemon, please.
Mewtwo strikes back. Come on. It's like in the Avengers movie. They're all together. No.
Oh, he's cooked. He's so done for. Yes.
No, we're still going.
No, you're not. It says sold on my screen.
On my screen, it's counting down.
It's gone. Refresh.
What, dude? That's the ultimate. Look at this.
He's cooked. He's cooked. You're cooked. We know you're cooked. You're done. That's it. You lost. You lost. Take the L. Take the Fortnite L.
Dude, that's bogus. Look at this.
No, you're done.
Look at this. It was on, and then it said sold.
It says sold. Exactly.
By error, I win.
You're done for. All right, everyone. That's it.
I should have chosen the Spindlemon.
That's all I got tonight. Fun episode as always, everyone. Slab Stock Sundays here on the YouTube channel. Julian's a salty guy now after that L. But we move on. Next week's another week. Hopefully I can get a dub next week. Thank you, everyone, for joining. 10:45 or 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time, start time next week. Same time, same place. We'll see you all next week for another Slab Stock Sundays episode.